Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Real Talk with Cammie Grayson and the Dream Team. We have the Dream Team in full effect. We're doing a replay of yesterday's show that we did. It was so good. It was so stimulating. We thought we would bring it on and have Sunday breakfast coffee with the team. Right now, I'm Cammie Grayson, your host. We have a great show lined up for you, and we have the Dream Team here. Hey, Dream Team. Woo-hoo!
Hey. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
So our topic today is going to be mirror. We're going to continue what we started yesterday. And basically the mirror is your life, who you see when you look in the mirror. If that's somebody that you're really happy with, your past, what got you where you are now, and then your future. What do you plan on being? And, you know, the old cliche 5 years from now. Are you on the right path to be where you actually want to be? JB, what do you think about that? Are you on your path? What do you see, what you laid down, tracks you laid down in the past to bring you here now to make your future, or did it just kind of make its own self up?
Well, Cammie, to be honest with you, I think my path made its own self up, so I don't follow in nobody else's footsteps, I guess you should say. You know, it's like, you know how people always say, I want to be like you when I grow up. You know, people always say I want to be like you when I grow up, but you know, I always tell people, no, don't be like me, be better than me, because basically what's good for me might not be good for you. It may not be good for Rome, may not be good for Aisha. I can tell you anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just not, maybe might not be the path for you. You know, you always have the vertical, you have the left, and you have the right. Now, what's good for me on the right may not be good for Cammie on the right.
Right.
You know, what's good for me on the left might not be good for Cammie on the left. What's good for Cammie on the left may not be good for James on the right.
Right. So you're saying it's moving ponds.
Yes. You know, so it's like it's different strokes for different folks, I guess you should say. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, what's good for me might not be good for you, you know. So I always tell people, you know, don't be like me, better. You know, different paths for everybody. Everybody have their own path.
Right. Right. Now, I'm a firm believer too, when people say what God have for you, it's not meant for that other person. That other person can try to steal what you're doing and try to copy and mimic you all day long, but that's not what God gave them. So they're gonna not be so successful because this is the path that God wrote for you, not that other person. So
Exactly. So I think, you know, with that being said, it's like, you know, yeah, you know, you're right. God, you know, made path for everybody. But my question is, you know, do you believe that everybody's path could be the same?
no, absolutely not, because your path is what you make it. You know, going back to your past, my past is something that a lot of my past I love, and some of my past I don't love. And so it's up to me, nobody else, to fix and repair and move on to the path that I want. If I'm not happy here, why would I want to continue to be here? So I have to do something to better myself or to change that path, because I can't expect JB to change that path for me. When I wanted to leave Dallas, did everybody break up some money for me to move?
Right.
No. And then, you know, the guys, you guys know that my job, everybody, it was a dime a dozen. You know, they got to the point where they weren't paying. They were using all of my ideals. They were making money for corporate. And what was we getting out of it? Absolutely nothing. And then September 11th hit too, on top of all that. So we lost our funding. So what do? I mean, JB, I remember you moving stuff from the office, you know, putting our stuff in storage. We literally, like I was telling Rome, this is like deja vu pretty much. You know, we were closing down our office when I left. Now here I am in a new state and we're opening up a new office, you know. So it's just a full circle. I feel like I might have stopped, but it was always in my heart to continue. And I'm never
Right.
going to be happy because right now we're making millions of dollars for other people. And what does my bank account look like? You
Mm.
know, am I happy doing the things I'm doing? Yeah, I love the new career path. I love it. Wouldn't change it for the world. And if it wasn't for me deciding to leave Texas, following my path, I wouldn't be where I am now. And I'm happy. I can literally say I'm living my best life. And I might have ups and I might have downs. Yeah, I'm living my best life. You know, I really am. I really am. And you
Wow.
know, I'm driving the car I wanted to drive. I'm living by the beach. Come on, y'all. Y'all know me. I'm living by the beach. And so had I not made that decision to change myself, I wouldn't be where I am today. Now, do I have more aspirations? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Y'all, hey, we just right here. We were down here. We just right here, but I want to be way up here
Mm-hmm.
before I kick it. So, I mean, I have to keep going. As my boss Cindy say, keep going, keep going, keep going. That's what I'm telling everybody that's listening to this video. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't stop. You know,
That's right.
don't stop and be humble. Be humble about all your blessings and keep it
Okay.
moving. And keep it moving. So Ron, tell me, are you where you want to be right now?
Um, like I said yesterday, I'm pretty much where I want to be. I strive for more. But going back on what you were saying, you have to change something to change something if you are not satisfied.
Right.
Something has to change. It could be the most smallest thing in the world. It may not be big to anyone else, but just a small change will start a different effect for you.
Right.
So I mean that's what was on my mind. But striving forward, there are a few goals that I want to accomplish, but I think that I'm pretty much in tune to where I want to go, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I think I'm on my path. I'm on my path. A few things are not very certain right now, and Cam, you know more about what I'm talking about. Job related things and all. But I'm comfortable where I am. I'm
Right.
comfortable where I am, and I'm just making the decisions as they come along. I don't have anything written down. I literally listen, watch, and move forward to things that make sense. And if it's no issues, if I feel issues coming up, or if I have to um be labored too much energy towards something, I know that that's not my right path. Does that make sense?
Yes.
But if it's just full steam ahead, no issues, I'm moving in that direction. That's me.
Right. Right. You kind of easy selling, you know, you kind of,
I do. I
you
do.
sort of let the bad stuff roll off your back
I
and
do.
you stay
I do.
positive.
All the time. I cannot. I cannot deal with bad energy. Now, if I have to, now this is the thing though. This is the thing. Sometimes you're forced to pay attention to certain things in your life. If it keeps showing up, it's
Yeah.
something that God wants you to deal with.
Mhm.
So I can't let everything roll off my back. I just noticed if different situations that keep coming up, it's something I have to work through. But I just add it into my everyday. Like I said, one of the things I said yesterday, if someone's upset with me, and that's a part of all of that. Certain people are on your path, so I want to keep good energy with those people that I feel that are part of my path. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah, and so Cammy, if you're, let's say you're upset with me right now, I deal with Cammy on a 5-day basis, maybe 3 or 4 5-day basis, and if there's some energy going on between us just because the daily work life or whatever, or different things, we interact like brothers and sisters as we spoke about. But hey, I see our door shut, knock on that office door, hey, what's going on, how you doing? I can tell just the way she looks up at me, how she's feeling that day. I just, hey, I'm here. If I did anything, let me know. I'm ready to talk when you're ready to talk. So I mean, that's kind of off subject, but on subject at the same time, because again, that's a part of the path I have to go for that day.
Right, right.
So
And it's so amazing, because Foster, he's good at those type of things. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so he's good at those type of things, because people don't realize the big burden. I don't know if it's a burden or not. I don't think I would call it a burden, but the amount of pressure, I think that's better. The amount of pressure that's put onto one person's shoulders. It might not seem like that to everybody that's there. They hunky dory, we doing this, we doing that. But at the end of the day, if I don't make my goal, if we lose money, everybody that works in that mall, they lose. So it's not just a Cami show. It's like, I have to perform. I have to, that's in my mind. I have to get the income in, because if I don't get the income in, we can't pay our bills at the mall.
Right.
We can't make payroll. If I don't get these tenants to pay their rent, what we're gonna do? So if we get rid of a tenant, I have to always replace that tenant in a timely manner, or we're gonna lose out. So it's a big burden. It really is on your shoulders. I don't want to say make a burden sound negative, but it's a strain, a challenge, a nicer way to put it. But that happens a lot. And then when you're beat up on by different things, I mean, Rome saved me not too long ago. A tenant was so mad that she came in with a gun.
Wow.
And if it wasn't for Rome,
yeah, that happens. And again, it was, but again, let's look at that situation. It was the energy. When I walked in, I one of it's a whole story. Into the story, but I walked out. I saw the young lady. I saw that her energy was not as bad as it seemed to everyone else. So, it was just a conversation. Hey, you don't need that. Let's come inside to do what we need to do. But it's getting. I got that information to Cami, so she's aware of the fact that there was a firearm involved, but that still made her nervous. But she needed to be aware of it. So I mean, it was taken care of right away. But it's all about watching, picking up on signs, and making sure everyone is okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm grateful because I'm dealing with over 100 tenants. Our GM is not in place right now, and so I don't have that buffer anymore. I don't have that person I can go to handle and diffuse those situations. I'm there, and it's scary. And I think that's part of why I love my job as the leasing manager, because I'm making people happy. I'm helping them with their dreams and goals, and I'm making the mall look great. And these are all these opportunities that I'm able to give, and I'm able to shine. But then when all this negative stuff comes, and like you said, people, it's COVID. People got to pay their rent at home. But here I am saying, you got to pay your rent here at the building too. We have limited traffic. What I'm saying? So I understand from both point of views. I do understand that. But at the end of the day, it's a business, and I'm getting paid to do my job. And so I love you, but
it's gonna be me or you.
Yeah, there you go. So the results were lady upset with me and coming with a firearm. And so I've never experienced that before. However, it's something now that I'm aware of. This is what people are going through, especially when they're stressed. So going back, when that lady actually came in, and I did speak with her, I could have got in my little car and left, and done for the day, because I was devastated. But I had the conversation with the lady, and the lady had a whole lot of points. she was upset. Her space had leaks. It looks like we're doing good in the office. We're all, that persona of living your best life and offer our money, and we're not making any money.
Right.
You see stuff like that. At the time, we had Cammy's Closet up as a pop-up, and the girl thought I was like really running a real store, and it was a pop-up. We're showing people the space and giving them the opportunity to see what they can do with their business.
And you have a lot going on. We have a lot going on, and this is a part of our path. It just seems it's a lot of negative things that come up on a regular basis, and it just goes along with what I was saying yesterday. Sometimes we just need a positive word to take them in a more positive direction. But everything that she's saying is absolutely the way it happens. That's her experience. Other people look at it in a different way as it's happening, but it's really her experience. That's how she felt everything was occurring. And I'm not saying that wasn't so, but I'm just saying it's like it's so many different ways to look at a situation, but you can never see that from that person's eyes, from their perspective. So just honing in on what, hey, are you okay? What's going on? You're having a fabulous day. Everything is great. Everything, and you guys are on the same path. Like I said, I looked at that situation. I deal with risky situations every single day. So someone coming in with a firearm, I'm first of all, if I'm approaching someone like that, and again, we're on subject, but at the same time, I think it's still on subject because it's dealing with everything that we have to deal with in our lives. But I see someone with a firearm. Okay, thank you for practicing your rights. However, you can't have it in this place here. So this isn't good right now. So take that to your car, come back, continue shopping. But it was more my norm, but it wasn't her norm.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. So let's get back on track.
No, okay. So, but I mean, I'm just saying. So, getting back on track. Do I let something like that stop my future? No, I'm not. I'm not going to let one person change the way I am. And I calmed the lady down. I gave the lady what she wanted, and now she's gone on about her business. And then she just really wanted to be heard. And so that's another part of I guess the gift of doing what you do. So she was heard. She left out. She wasn't smiling when she left out, but she wasn't cussing and fussing when she left out. And then she even asked, I'm like, hey, what do you want from this? What do you want? Just what do you want from this? And she wanted to move. Well, we knew she wanted to move months ago because I confronted her about it. So at the end of the day, she got upset and she was mad. And a lot of that's acting. People will say, oh, I'm going to get mad at Aisha just so I can get out of her doing my hair. I'm just going to be mad at her. So I felt that's what that whole situation was about. Because if you don't pay your rent, how long you think you're going to stay somewhere?
I know.
Right? And so don't get mad that your door is locked because you haven't paid your rent. So, oh, you mad? What are you mad about? This is on you. This is not me. I'm doing my job. At the end of the day, you need to pay your bills. So I don't look at it as, we pacified the situation. We calmed the lady down. Rome was able to make sure she didn't have the firearm. But at the end of the day, who's in collections? Who can't get a new place? That could have been worked out on a total different path for that lady. It could have been good. She might not have had to go to collections. We allowed her to get her items. If that's what's bothering you, take your items, go for it. What we're gonna do with it? Take your items. At the end of the day, I'm gonna lease the space and we're gonna be just fine. You're the one that's not gonna have an office space. a meeting space or whatever kind of space you have.
Right.
So, you know, that's that person's path, and that's what she chose. So me, being as chicken as I am, I'm so grateful to Rome. It's not even funny. And so, you know, I'll always say, you know, he saved me that day because I never experienced that before. However, now I know that's what I can expect in my new journey with this new business, you know, working retail and working for the company that I work for. It's awesome. It's phenomenal. I have learned so much. And so I'm glad I took that path. So I'm glad that past brought me where I am today. But then my future, I have to look out for my future too. And so that's what brings us here today, looking out for my future, because at the end of the day, it's all about what's going to make me happy, what's going to fulfill me, and how I'm going to get to my future.
Right on.
Aisha,
Wrong.
Smiling in that mirror.
huh?
What
Smiling
wrong?
in that mirror. I said,
Sorry.
smiling in your mirror.
Oh,
You want to see
smiling in
yourself happy in your mirror.
That's right.
Mirrors in-
Absolutely. And
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
and JB, what you say?
I finna say, well, Ron, I'm gonna get your number after the show just in case I get into some trouble down here in Texas. That way
Right.
I can
They can smooth that over.
so I can get you to negotiate some things for me. You feel me? That okay?
Conflict resolution. That is a man.
I might need you to save me from some things. You know what I'm talking about?
And look, I'm feeling something. I'm gonna do what I did yesterday. I feel something going on. Okay, you know who I'm about to go to? Pull up those cards. How we feeling? What's going on today?
I'm feeling great this morning. I actually have a few individual messages for you all here.
Ooh.
So before I started the show, I did pull some cards, but as you guys were also speaking to, I did ask for individual messages. So, so we'll start on Kimmy first. As you were speaking about the young lady who came in there, you know, with the whole situation, I asked her to deliver a message in. This is what came up. My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. So because you are who you are, Cammie, you have the ability to change things around. I believe this message is not just you, Cammie, but it's also for you, Rome. So this is what came up as you guys were speaking.
Very nice.
So you have the ability to change things. So even though someone may come at you and present things one way, your energy can shift that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And Cammie, you were speaking about shining again and people, you know, having a problem with that. This is what came up for you again. You light up the world. Your light can't be dim. This came up yesterday. And it came up today. This is the first card I pulled.
Wow.
So again, it does not matter what everybody else got going on. You are meant to be a star. So let it burn. Shine on. Do your thing.
Thank you. Thank you.
And then also too, you mentioned about being happy too. This is another card. I didn't know why I was pulling it this morning, but you mentioned about being happy. You have the right to be happy. Happiness is my birthright. Nobody can take that from you. You're supposed to be.
Nice.
You know, that's who you are and who you are aligned to be.
I love it.
And so I got a message for you, JB.
Yeah, when you said that.
Uh-oh.
Hold up.
You know what? He say uh-oh because he probably know what it is.
Hold up. Hold up. You slowed down when you said that. You scared me now. You scared me.
No, these are messages of encouragement. Actually, I feel like you, just looking at this message, I feel like you might be at a crossroads and thinking about something that you want to do, but you are multi-talented. So I think you might be pulled in two different directions with something. I think for you, it's about letting go of the outcome of taking either direction and just going with it. And I sense from just looking at these cards that you have talent that's just untapped.
Oh yeah.
You know, you need to come into your own. Like
Oh
the
yeah.
universe is like, can you come on with it? Yeah. It says
All right.
for your card, it says the moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. You don't have to look for that direction. It's already in you.
What?
Wow. That's amazing, Aisha.
And it says here, the moment I embrace peace within myself and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. So allow the universe to do the work for you. If you just put one step in the right direction, it's going to propel you to whatever it is that you're doing. Here, just to confirm what I'm feeling, it says, I am the loving energy of the universe. You are the energy.
Wow, Beezy.
It's interesting because when I was talking to Cammy yesterday, I was like, JB just be, he's so funny. Like you bring such just great energy, you know?
Yeah, he really does.
So it's interesting that this came up. Yeah, universe is confirming. You got talent. You got untapped talent. Like, come on with it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of those videos.
Time to pop the bottle.
There you go.
Right. And so for you, Rome, I feel like, honestly, you are gifted. You have a unique psychic ability that's probably untapped. You may be aware, but you may not be aware. But you're tapped in to some degree. You probably know. You probably somewhat. You probably know, but don't have full awareness of that.
Right.
Yet.
Okay. Appreciate that.
And I say that because I feel that you have the ability to read people and connect with people in a way without using words. And you read and you pick up on energy very well. You also can use your energy to manipulate or change their energy as well.
That's
a psychic ability.
That's true. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
It is. You don't have to say much and you can kind of change things. You have a gift. You have an untapped gift. So I just wanted you to be aware of that. Also too, you mentioned about trusting your direction and knowing that you're on the right path. Absolutely. This card confirms it. It says, I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided.
There you go.
Yeah, you have a psychic ability. You And then it says, when I'm connected to a joyful presence, I attract and support from the universe. Absolutely. It's your spirit, it's your joyfulness, it's you being unbothered with what's going on in the rest of the world that's bringing you to where you need to be. You know how Cammy was saying, you just gliding through. That's exactly how you should be.
That's right.
Absolutely.
So keep going on your path and just keep trusting the universe, and your doors are going to open wherever it is that you want to go. It doesn't really matter which direction you take because the universe is still going to guide you. And just like you said, you'll get that little soft nudge when you know that you're going in the wrong direction. You're very much aware of universe. You're very much aware of self. And so that's going to help you stay on your path.
Nice.
So yeah, I just want you guys to be aware of that.
Awesome. Thank you.
Wow. Wow.
And then also too, of course, we can get into some love readings too. So if any of you
I'm still single, so hey.
Now we could do a reading for future love too. So if any of you are single, we can do that as well. I can tap into future love readings or current love.
What did you say, Ron?
Ready to mingle.
You know what?
Single, ready to mingle.
You can tap into mine because I'm dying to know.
Are you currently seeing someone?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Now,
Good answer.
do you?
What's really going on now? Do I need to, you know, I don't know if I need to stay or do I need to just cut it off? Let me know what's going on.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is a full relationship spread just to give you some insight of everything that's going on. Just 1 second here. I'm shuffling cards so you guys can see. These are pulled at random. 2 to 3 here.
I'm scared.
This is cool. Oh, you disappeared. There she is. Okay.
Okay, there we go.
I'm scared.
These cards here.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. You know what I find with these readings, really, if it's a relationship that's worthwhile, even if it may look a certain way, the outcome isn't always what you think. And the reading more or less provides a perspective, you know, whatever you need to get to make it work. Because sometimes we don't have insight on what the other person is going through or dealing with you, and you know, vice versa. So it kind of helps bring perspective.
And you
so
know
what I do is I shuffle. Oh, go ahead.
I was about to say, I remember doing our plays and stuff when we were doing plays in Texas, Rome. Aisha, I'm like in love with this guy. I'm thinking he's so cute. And Aisha would she'll look at a picture of us together and she'll go, oh, there's no connection.
Oh, yeah.
And when she tell me that, I'll be like, oh, okay. But she'd be dead on, you know, she'd be 100% dead on. No connection whatsoever. So, I mean, I remember those days. And look, I'm still not with him. So she was right. Pretty good.
Oh, this one's from JB. That's a lot of cards, JB.
Oh man, you know what?
So right away, before I even look at these cards, I can tell you it's something that is worth saving. Absolutely. I don't get bad energy from these at all.
Now, when you say worth saving, does that mean myself?
No, what I mean is you guys are starting the first
time for me to run?
stage of. You guys are in, no, don't run. What I'm saying is you guys are starting off and you're starting the first stage of this relationship. So it's not something that's, you guys are progressing. So it's not a bad thing at all. So don't be alarmed.
Okay.
So what I see for you, JB, is you may be still dealing with a loss. You're still dealing with a loss. However, what you want and what you're looking for is pretty much the world. You want it all. And you're really starting to emerge and open yourself up. I see the Fool card upright, which tells me that, you know what, you're taking that leap of faith. Yeah, you're taking that leap of faith, which is a good thing. I see for you, probably your biggest fear is boredom in a relationship. You do not want to be bored.
You see them TikToks, don't you? You see them TikToks, don't you?
You like fun and excitement. So you don't want to be bored. And the lady in your life, how you saw her, the past of how you saw her, how you envisioned her to be is a high priestess. Very mysterious. You were still getting to know her, but you looked at her like a queen, basically. Now, there are some things that you feel that she might be maybe a little moody.
Look at him.
Maybe a little bit. Am I telling the truth? But besides that, I think for you, another one of the things, the reason why you also don't want to be bored, there's an energy behind that, and that's really you also not wanting to be crossed either. You know, so that is in the back of your mind. That's one of the things, you know, you don't want to be played and you don't want to be bored. So I think, huh?
Woo.
Woo.
I think I'm gonna need some tissue after this, man. I mean, I'm just gonna say this to you, Aisha.
Mm-hmm.
You're the real deal.
Mhm.
Yep.
Man,
Yep.
Well,
So
elaborate on that a little bit, JB.
everything you said, you've hit for real. And I just
mhm.
want to let you know, you the bump.com player. You the bump.
So we'll get to her. So what I was reading was basically
Wow,
picking up
that's
on your
awesome.
energy, and I'm interpreting the cards. Cards, they have words on them, but I still have to just feed off the energy that you're giving me and use that as a reference point to kind of piece together a story or you know what's coming across to me. So we'll get to her side of things, which, you know, these are her cards over here. And for her, from her perspective, she's all about wanting action.
Yeah.
And she doesn't like for you to be talking a whole lot and not backing it up. And she does not play with that. You probably heard us behind that. Yeah, she's not playing for that. But I will say this: she does want her wishes to be fulfilled. She wants to be genuinely happy and stuff like that. You know, I would say, just based on it being the Queen of Wands, she's kind of dominant in a way. You know, she sits on that throne a little bit.
He said he knows.
So you got a whole woman there.
Yeah.
Wow.
I let her know sometime though.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a good thing though.
She might be very business minded. She may be the type of person that's generous. She probably has good advice.
Yeah.
That's what I see for her. She's a whole woman. So, you know, definitely a
Season.
good thing. So how she viewed you in the past, you were pretty much the upheaval in her life. I don't think she saw you coming. And I think what she expected to get was not at all what she got, you know, which is a good thing, because I think you were the type of person who put her in her place a little bit. I don't think she saw that one coming. And so right now I think you've kind of upset her about some things, but it's not, yeah, she's upset with you.
Wow.
Let's get into all that.
He knows that.
She's upset with you a little bit. You know, you had a little fall from grace. However, it's still retrievable because you guys are still working forward. For her, I think her biggest fear is to be financially unstable, and be backstabbed. So essentially, you guys both want the same things, and you guys pretty much have the same fears. Hers is still financial too. However, she also doesn't want to be stabbed in the back. She doesn't want to be cheated on.
I understand.
So keep that in mind, you know, going forward. If you guys are both wanting the same thing, you both wanting to be loyal, you know, just keep that in mind. You know, you guys want the same thing. What I see is that you guys, I see a 2 of Wands upright, which is showing me that this is the first stage of progress and planning for you. So you guys are starting to move forward. So it's a good thing. So you just in the first stages. I don't see anything bad for this. I don't get bad energy from either of you. I think it's good. I think you need to just keep moving forward.
Nice.
Well,
absolutely.
That's the plan. Well, that's my path. That's my path right there, Ken. That's my path.
There we go.
Yes.
Wow. That's awesome.
That is our love reading. Thank you so much, JB, for allowing me to read you.
Hey.
What next?
No problem. Anytime.
But next up, we got health tips in fashion with Rome.
Oh my goodness. You know what? I wasn't even prepared today, but you know what? I'm gonna topple on what I actually said yesterday. Again, since it's the same subject, you are your look at you, BJ. I'm still looking at JV. JV is true. You are your best asset, everyone. You are your best asset. You know, just like what we have wardrobe malfunctions, all that. But if you come in and you feel comfortable in your own skin, it doesn't matter. Like today, I was looking. Look, this shirt is the material looks wrinkled, but it's a wrinkle-free material. But hey, I rolled with it. It was what it was. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's even if something is a little off, the way you present yourself will always give a better outcome. So that's my tip for the day. Drink water, which we heard earlier. Alexa, you set your Alexa up. Make sure you're drinking that water. Stay hydrated. Yeah, go for a walk. You know, at least 15 minutes. You know, keep your energy up and get enough rest. And I'll be better prepared next time.
No, that's absolutely great.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Those
great.
are the things that help me.
Not being prepared, you did good though.
Yeah, on the fly.
On the fly. I like that.
Yeah.
We're gearing up for the show on the 20th, you know, and it's going to be perfected. And I believe these shows, these little preliminary shows are great for us, you know, as a team. It's great for us, for our audience, so they can get an idea of who we are and what to expect. And then once we start getting, you know, the clientele build up, our listening fan base built up, you know, they'll love us because they'll see us from the beginning and from where we were to where we're going. So our past, our future, our what is our present, and then our future. So what you got up, Beezy?
Well, you know, Kim, I got that quote for the day.
What you got?
And it's the same as it was yesterday, you know. It's, you know, going, listening to everything, you know what I'm saying, you know, just preparing for tomorrow, to do your best today.
Yeah.
So in saying all that, you know, it's just like y'all was saying, you know, where I had to put my foot in. I already got that energy. She said I already got that energy.
You have that energy. You have
I already got that energy. So all I need to do is just put forth in that dough and just keep it pushing. You know?
Love it. Absolutely love it.
You know? So, you know, prepare for tomorrow, you know, but do your best today. You know, it's just like the show. Hey, to me, it's just like the show. We had that little mishap yesterday that was preparing us for today.
Most definitely.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So now we're on board. So, you know, now we're progressing. That's
Exactly.
what we want, right?
Exactly. Exactly. And then the cool thing is we know how to roll with it if our special guests don't show up either. You know what I'm saying? So we know how to stick to our schedule. And we know how to, you know, we have like a group section now that Aisha and Rome join. So on what was our messenger, that we can talk to one another, work through with one another, and see how things work. And if you hey, let me test this out real quick. You know, we have a little chat area, like our little green room, that we can go to and bounce off of ideas and things with each other. So I love that. Absolutely love that. You smiling, Aisha? What are you thinking?
Thinking that's gonna be good. Our future is limitless. Yeah. Everybody's bringing good energy. This is gonna be an awesome show.
Yeah, and even you know, to piggyback on what you said, Cammy, I had wrote something down yesterday after we got off the show.
Okay.
And it was like, what you just said. Listen to this, Aisha. I ain't trying to take your place or nothing like that. You got that. I wrote down. I said, teamwork is the ability to work together toward a vision. So, how ironic is it for you to just say what you just said, and I got that exactly in other words wrote on my paper right here.
Wow.
So
Look, I got chills.
Aisha, I'm gonna leave the psychic. Aisha, I'm gonna leave the psychic stuff to you. It's just.
Aisha, you are the antenna.
Okay.
I mean, this is nothing but, to me, I just feel like it's nothing but faith. I mean, things just to start rolling. And Rome and I, we were actually moving Cammie's closet, and one of the movers, she was excited that she had paid for a radio show, and it was a podcast, and she was paying all this money. She charged us an arm and a leg for the move, but I was thinking she's paying for that radio station because they're charging our arm and a leg. And then she was naming off, it's guaranteed to get to at least 1,000 people and da 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 da. And I'm like, 1,000 people? I got 5,000 by itself on my Facebook. I mean, you're paying for what? When SKST, we don't really charge people to help promote them and things like that. And you're charging for this. Okay. I mean, someone's charging you for this. And so I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? All these signs, they keep coming back. They keep coming back. They keep coming back. I need to do something. And then Rome actually, he was always pushing me. And I know I done reached out to Jay Beezy maybe 5 times saying, you ready? You ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Yeah. Are you ready? Then I'm talking to Aisha. Aisha, what do you think? What do you think? So for us all to be here, I'm so excited. But not only are we doing, we're surpassed where we were before 10 years ago, because 10 years ago we were on Block Talk. And remember, we were on Block Talk before it got famous. So we were like one of the pioneers for Block Talk, because we had all these different shows going. We had the gospel show going. We had the hip hop show going. Remember, we had all those different shows on our network. We were booming. We were booming. And then Block Talk got hip, and they started charging an arm and a leg. And that kind of, hit us with the September 11th.
I think we got a few spinoff shows right now. We got Aisha, we got JB, Rome and his meanderings.
Yeah, I mean, we got it. We got it. Like, this is Sunday morning. Get your breakfast on for Sunday morning. I mean, the limit is unlimited with us. And this is one thing I want to show you guys. And I have to figure out how to share. I want to share my screen with you guys so you can see, because I keep talking about the radio station, but I want you guys to actually see what and it's live right now. Can y'all see that?
It's saying it's, oh, there we go. All right.
There it is.
This is our radio station, and DJ T Nice is heading it off. Those sound bites that you guys did, they're here in the mix.
I need to do another one. Mine is the worst.
Okay. You got the number. If not, see, this is a show that we did before with Y'all Bros and People. Not Y'all, yeah, Y'all Bros and Peoples. That's one of the shows. He uploaded that. So we just now need content for. Can you hear that?
Okay.
So we just basically need content to fill up our player. And so these shows are what's going to keep our radio station going. So right now it's playing the whole playlist, and we got a lot of music there, but eventually that music is going to be switched out with our shows. Okay. And it shows the sound bites of our sponsors, different shows and things like that. So we're getting there. SKST has its own radio network now, again. So, and it's money, and I'm not gonna lie, this costs money. And I detect, I'll let you know, hey, we're paying big time. We're paying big time to get what we need, but we need this in order to get where we're going. And then another thing that we have too, our website. And how many of you guys been to the website? You guys need to frequent the website. You need to make sure your bios are there. And then we need to send people and point people in that direction. If you're listening to this show, please go to www.skstradio.com. Share. Our social media is there. We have our own lounge. The lounge ran itself for 10 years. The SKST Radio Lounge ran itself for 10 years. People are actually on our radio network posting their events, posting different things. And I don't even know oh my gosh. When we first started, I told you we had, in one room, we had 50 people. Then it ended up with like over 200 people. So it's there. The material is there. The people are there. We're going to be sending e-blasts, like our engineering guys. They got together yesterday, had a good meeting. And then Brandon has decided he was going to be with the team full time as our intern. I'm so excited about that. So he will be actually putting up the flyers for the special guests, so we can put that on our social media. Share, share, share. Tell your friends to share, share, share. And once we start getting people to our station, it's going to be just like our regular K104, our regular with 97.9 here. You know, it's going to be just as good via podcast. So it's up to us to grow our network and make it happen, and then to get sponsorship. So once we grow up, we can get sponsorships, sponsor dollars like we did. Y'all remember that when Budweiser was our sponsor and we had all those crazy commercials? Remember that? Real Men of Genius. That was so much fun, just listening to their freaking commercials. It was like, it had you laugh in between the shows. So we got all that going on, and I'm very excited about our future. You know, our past was what we did before. We're now, you know, rekindling it, and we're making it happen. And it's just, you know, it's just a few of us, but we have a team. We have a full team, and it's all virtual, and that's amazing. That's amazing. And to look at our future, because we still have a few minutes, because we started late, but in looking at our future, I'm going to go from host to host to find out what you feel that our future holds, and where would you like to see SKST Radio Network in the future? And I'm gonna start with you, Rom, since you're on my camera.
Okay. So what's the question again? So
Where do you see, we know where our past was. You're in our present, you just joined us.
Yes.
And now the future,
Okay,
where do you see us moving to?
You know what? A wider scale, you know, worldwide. Let's do this big. You know, the spin-offs, everything. I mean, this industry is calling for something new. And I mean, why can't it be KST Radio?
There you
You
go.
know, so yeah, so I bigger and better, striving forward.
I absolutely love it. Jay Beezy.
Well, you know what, Cammy? All of us together and everything that's going on, I only got one word for you. I see syndicate. Syndicate. You know what I'm saying? Let's go global. I mean, hey, well, let's go global. You know, I like to see, you know, I love what we're doing right now, what, you know, looking at you guys right now, but I want to be able to look across the table from you. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to, you know, all us in one room. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk, you know, real fun, real talk. You know what I mean? Put all our heads together. If there's 4 of us, I'm sure we can put all our heads together, and man, there ain't no telling what we can do. You feel me?
There we go. There we go. Miss Aisha, what's in the cards for SKST Radio?
It's interesting you say that, because before, when you were talking, I had already pulled one.
There we go.
What we got?
The cards. I'm about 20 steps ahead of you. So what I see is that, yes, through planning and pretty much everything that we're doing, attracting the right people, building a successful partnership, that we are starting the first stages of something successful to be. What I see is the 3 of Wands, you know, which is telling me that we're already starting to make magic. We're already starting to make things happen.
Wow.
So all we got to do is keep moving forward. That's it.
Absolutely love it.
So that's what I got for you.
Okay, guys, well, that concludes our show for today. If you're just now tuning in, you are tuned in with SKST Radio Network, and this is the Real Talk team with Cammie Grayson and the Dream Team, and we want you to come back each week. We're here every Saturday from 10 Central Standard Time to 11, and then Eastern, 11 Central Standard Time, Eastern Time to 12 noon. And now it looks like we might be having every few so often Sunday show, a Sunday brunch with everyone. So if everybody agree with that, we can do that too. So whatever you want, whatever you need, we have it. We have business consulting, we have marketing, we have Just if you need counseling from Aisha, it's all here, right here on SKST Radio. And we love you guys, and we will see you next week. Same time, same channel, right here. SKST. Bye-bye.
Bye.